And welcome once again to the Scotch and Songs podcast. Just waiting on Cole. Um, we said it was gonna be post-hardcore tonight. I may have lied just a bit. It's it's emo night. Um, I've got 14 songs tonight. Um, Obviously, 14 songs is not the entirety of a genre, or in this case I would say more culture. um but that's what I've got for tonight. And apparently I also have a dirty camera. That's unfortunate, but do some other housekeeping. um it's Scotch and Songs, and I happen to have another bottle of Glenfiddich. Actually drinking scotch on Scotch and Songs. As per usual when doing our weekly housekeeping here, the QR code that is on the screen, you can scan that if you want to send some money our way, donate to us. We'd appreciate it. Obviously, you don't have to. Um, Once I do up the description, there will be a link to the Amazon shopping list for the supercomputer. Still planning on building that, working on it slowly. Um, CPUs and GPUs are expensive. That's why it's taking me so long, because I do still have bills to pay. Big Brother should be on here at any point. And we'll be able to get started. If you just so happen to be watching, by all means, chime in the comments. We'd appreciate it. Certainly I'd appreciate it. Hello, Mom. Chime in the comments if you happen to have a suggestion for an episode of Scotch and Songs. I had to upgrade from a sticky note to an actual notepad. I will put it on the list if it's not already on the list, and we will tackle it at some point. I think I'm gonna need a bigger notebook. Hmm. Thank you. Yesterday was my birthday. Um, Unfortunately, I had to work, but that's okay because I have steaks in the fridge and an apple pie in the freezer, so I'll celebrate today instead. I wish there was somewhere that we could just summon Cole, make things easier. All right, that was a little funny.
Oh, it was a little funny.
Um, I made a comment, something along the lines of, "I wish we could just summon Cole, make things easier." And about a minute later, you popped in.
That's how it works. That's how these things happen. That's how I do.
So I'm gonna remember to ask this time. What you drinking on your end?
Oh, right, because you forgot to ask last time.
I
Uh, uh,
I
it's,
usually forget to ask.
it's business.
Do what?
You really don't have to ask. I said it's the usual. It's Bushmills.
Eh,
You really don't have to ask, but you usually don't do that. I'll probably tell you it's something different.
um,
But
I've got Scotch. I picked up a bottle of Glenfiddich yesterday.
oh,
I mean, it was my birthday. Why not treat it like any other day and just drink Scotch? I like the finer things in life. I really do. I can't afford them most of the time, but Mom says peppermint hot chocolate. That actually doesn't sound terrible.
that actually seems like it would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Here, um, it was 27 when I went outside last.
Not that cold here at the moment. Although I sold my car last week. Where I was having issues with the title, and it's a whole thing. It then decided it was going to be negative fuck you out. So I got to walk to and from work in the cold because some genius decided to sell his car.
Kick that guy's ass.
I should. He's a dick. It's kind of a running joke at work. Yeah, I don't like you like that. Good. I don't like me like that. Which is a perfect segue for tonight's topic. What are we doing tonight, Cole?
Uh, I was under the impression that we were doing a post-hardcore night, but apparently you decided to, narrow post-hardcore down to emo.
It's emo night. That was kind of my plan all along. I
Remember, kids, it's down the road, not across the street.
make it count. For all intents and
I
purposes,
wish my
that
grass was emo.
for all intents and purposes, that was a joke. Please don't.
But yeah, please don't. If I'm saying it that lighthearted, it's a joke.
You should never say that, big brother. It should always be a joke.
Well, that's fair.
No, I get it. There's a few people you wish would, you know, take a long walk off a short pier. It happens. So, I've got 14 songs on the list tonight.
Wow.
Some of these you have to put on the list. If you're doing emo night, you have to have some My Chem.
Yeah, sort of quintessential.
Um,
Uh, The first one on the list there is definitely what makes this emo and not post-hardcore.
It very much so. Um,
Uh,
which I
you know,
mean, that first one, we'll get into that here in a minute. Um, is kind of, at least the way I see it, the birthplace of emo,
yeah, yeah, it really is.
and probably going to get his copyright struck. Um,
Yeah, yeah, it really is.
yeah. Thrice, Yellow Card. I've actually got 2 Yellow Card songs on here.
Okay.
Taking Back Sunday, Escape the Fate, A Day to Remember. As you had said before we got on, Circa is, at least Blue Sky Noise, is certainly emo.
Hmm. Okay.
So I put Spirit of the Stairwell on.
Okay, that works.
Once again, this is not all of the emo music. There are years of music that a lot of people would consider emo. This is just 14 songs.
Yeah, apparently starting back in like the 80s, like back in the early 80s. And I realize that the first one you have on the list is the tip off there, but there were a number of other uh post-hardcore bands that sprung up from, you know, the remnants of hardcore punk and post-hardcore,
Yeah.
which then itself gave birth to emo.
Which, post-hardcore and emo are not the same. A lot of people use them interchangeably. I mean, I kind of did. But that's not really the case. Because you can be post-hardcore and emo, and you can be emo without being post-hardcore. That first one on the list kind of being an
Right.
example of that.
Well, that one leans into some other genres and influences that definitely came from different places.
Pop punk is another typically emo genre.
I think you got that backwards, but okay.
Well, then you know what I meant. Some of these would be pop punk. All Time Low is a good example of that.
And see, this is where I thought we were going for a general post-hardcore, right? Which is also where some of my suggestions came from.
Which I do have some of those on here. Do we ever keep it on topic?
Well, yes, but actually no.
That's what I was expecting. You want to jump into the first one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Before I play this, we do not claim to own any of these songs. YouTube, when you copyright strike us, please don't.
No. Goodbye.
Whoever are
There's a few of these where I'm gonna have to make sure I mute my mic.
Uh, so so when you started playing and you uh changed the view there, I noticed off in the corner hallmarks of this song, right? And it had a mention about the guitars and subtle use of vocal melody and something else, rhythmic syncopation, excessive vamping.
From a
Like,
musical sense,
pull,
from a musical sense, I don't think so.
pull the thing up again.
Oh, will it let me?
Like click on, yeah.
There we go.
Features of this song: electric rock instrumentation, a subtle use of vocal harmony, mild rhythmic syncopation, repetitive melodic phrasing, extensive vamping. Not in the musical sense.
In the musical
Just
sense,
because
not so much. From a visual sense, okay, makes sense.
it's because they're a goth band.
It very much so, yes. Similar songs. Everybody wants to rule the
Um,
world. Okay.
mm,
That I suppose you can make
similar.
Tears for Fears fit. Losing My
Uh,
Religion. I don't think REM really fits, but if you say so. You too. No. No.
Now, see all similar songs. I don't agree with any of them being similar. But what I do agree with is that I would put them all on the same playlist. And I would make it an 80s playlist because, yeah.
Yeah. I thought Losing My Religion was 90s. Early 90s, but
Right, I'm gonna roll the clock back on it 5 years.
85?
It deserves to go back into the 80s, even if it wasn't from them.
Fair. Actually. And we have a follower on Twitch. I am doing okay. How are you doing? Aw.
Yeah, you got the remaster. It does say
Yeah.
25-year remaster, though. So that would put it in 1989.
Oh,
No, it wouldn't. Sorry, that would put it in 1991. I can't do math. And the kid asked me for help on his math homework, and here I can't subtract 25.
shit. That's what I forgot. I was going to bring a tape measure. Similar songs, but going with REM here. More REM.
Yeah.
Okay. Under the Bridge.
Okay.
I suppose you could make that fit. Another Brick in the Wall Part 2.
I don't agree with the rest of these.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. Wicked Game, Chris Isaac. Yeah, you can make that one fit.
Mm,
It's certainly more similar than Another Brick in the Wall.
true.
I'm not familiar with that particular Cranberry song.
I'm sure I know it. It's just not clicking because of all the times I've heard that other Cranberries song.
I can think of two.
Right. And somebody says the Cranberries, and there's really only one that ever comes to mind because of how damned much I've heard that one.
I can't remember the name of the other one, but yeah, Zombie.
Um, so to be fair, at least that one thematically makes sense because they're both about the Irish Civil War.
Fair. Fair.
Kate got to see REM once, and it was like the one show ever where he didn't go on a political rant. Michael Stipe, right? Didn't go on a political rant because his niece and nephew were in the audience.
So, I understand I'm kind of the weird one with this. I don't think musicians should be going on political rants. Inherently, some bands very political.
All right, well, listen, I'm going to quote Zach De La Rocha on this one.
Okay.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Some bands are inherently political, Rage Against the Machine being one of them. However,
When did Rage Against the Machine get all woke? Did you listen to the lyrics at all?
yeah. It's just, you know who I don't care for their political view? Kelly Clarkson.
Uh,
I quite frankly, I don't give a damn what Taylor Swift thinks about politics. Clearly, she has a hard enough time picking a guy. Do we really want her being the one to choose who runs the country?
I mean, do we really want our political parties choosing who runs the country? I mean, look at the choices they've given us lately.
Um,
Let's let's pick better candidates.
Fair. Fair. Which I think is actually a perfect segue for the next song.
And yeah, certainly feels that way.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade.
You may have started something. Similar songs. Teenagers, also Mike M. Okay, makes sense. Thanks for the memories. Fallout Boy. I didn't put them on the list. They
Yeah.
should have been on the list. You're gonna go far, kid. Offspring. I'm actually going to add that one. I like the Offspring. And okay. We'll say that one fits. Gonna skip that one. We'll come back to that. Panic at the Disco.
Yeah. I'm
Also,
surprised they're not on this.
That also should have been on the list.
Now, the one you skipped. I was not trying to start a thing here. I just, thought it was funny the Cure had, features of this song, excessive vamping. Right? And now look, do we ever stay on topic? Well, yes, but actually no.
So that
Green Day,
that one that we skipped, Green Day.
who was punk and then was pop punk and then did this emo shit, like made the most quintessential emo album ever.
And gets unreasonably angry if you say they're an emo band.
Yeah.
He also gets unreasonably angry when you tell him they have a minute left to their set. Have you seen that video?
No, I haven't. But I'm gonna have to now.
He was playing the they were playing the iHeart Festival. And they told him he had a minute left. And he got pissed off because he's been in this business for such and such number of years and nobody cares about your fake California British accent. Play your song, get off the stage. Instead, he took that last minute to have a rant about how he was being mistreated because there were other people that were scheduled to play.
You know what I do when people tell me I've got a minute left in my set?
Finish playing.
And try to see how far I can make it into a 15-minute song.
I have a friend that I help run open mics. What you just said means you are the person that we hate. Look, we go from 7 until 10. 3 hours. Everybody gets a half-hour set. We tell you, you've got time for 2 songs. There was one guy who had to take all of his pedals up. Not a pedal board. All of his pedals. Spends 10 minutes getting all of his levels right. Hey, can you turn down that volume pedal? Oh, no, it's taped. That's where it needs to be. You are going to blow our speakers. I have a razor. We can cut the tape for you. And then he comes up and just kind of mumbles into the mic like this the entire time. Plays about 15 minutes. And then we have to stop him so that he can get all of his pedals off of the stage.
All right, that's worse than me.
I'm sure you would.
I was going to say.
I'm sure you'd at least have a pedal board.
No, but if I'm doing that, I'm probably only dropping like 2 or 3 pedals on the stage.
He had like 6.
hang on. My current rig is 6 pedals. Um, 4. Um, metal, flanger, loop, and delay. Right? Not in that order. Sorry. Metal, flanger, delay, loop.
Yeah, I've got the RC1. I've got a distortion pedal, light distortion. I've got a switcher, so I can swap between guitars, or just have a dead channel because
Right.
that's helpful sometimes. And I've got my looper. And actually,
Um,
no, I said looper twice because the RC1 is the looper. I've got a volume pedal.
what I didn't mention were my overdrive and my phaser, and I use the overdrive like it's a volume pedal. Um, while I have a board now, um, I definitely have not always. But I'm also quick and efficient about setting up my 4 pedal chain, right? Namely, uh, 2 pedals in each pocket, on the floor, cables in, play.
That this guy is not quick and efficient about anything because his pedals are not ready to go. He knows when he's about to go up. His pedals are not ready to go. He waits until he is on stage.
Nope.
We have time limits. We have a schedule to keep. That being said, I knew I could go up after him and bring life back into the room. Because he goes up on stage and 9 times out of 10, the bar clears. Like somebody just smelled egg fart, the bar clears.
Mm.
Uh, this is actually a song that, granted, I haven't done it in a while, but I play.
Huh.
I'm waiting for you to pop off something like, huh, I play that one too.
No. Nope. Nothing on the list on this list is going to make it.
Oh, that's right. They're not 25-minute instrumentals. Maybe next time.
No, we'll save that for post rock night.
We do a prog rock night, which we'll end up doing. It's us. We'll do it. Cole will be talking about all the songs that he plays then. What would go on a list for a prog rock night?
Ooh, what would go on a list for a progressive rock night? Wow. Pink Floyd,
Okay.
Rush,
Okay.
Coheed and Cambria, Tool, the Mars Volta,
There it
Dream
was.
Theater,
It was number 4.
Um, and here's a wild take: the Beatles.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, yes.
The band?
Yes. Well, not the band, but yes.
Who's on first? I was waiting for that 4th one that he said. That would be Tool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you could do a prog rock night without them.
Oh no. I'm surprised you waited until number 4 to say Tool.
Yeah, because I feel like Pink Floyd is the much more influential band if you're
Okay.
going to discuss progressive rock. Um,
You could also
Arguably the
say that about
Beatles.
you could also say that about the Beatles. So here's some blasphemy before we get into the next song. I don't actually care much for the Beatles. I I just don't. I don't care to listen to
All
them.
right, that's enough.
That is not saying I don't recognize that they're influential musicians. They are just not my cup of tea. That was not a jab because they're British. You're about to say something. I can feel it.
See, if you hadn't said that, I could have been like, I see what you did there, and you could have played the next song.
That's not what the next song is about.
Nope, no, it's not.
Speaking of the next song, while he stews over there because I said I don't care for the Beatles, we're going to listen to the next song.
Keep swinging my head through a swarm of bees, 'cause I want honey on my table. Keep swinging my head through a swarm of bees, 'cause I want honey on my table. But I never get it right. No, I never get it right. I keep swinging my head through a swarm of bees. I can't understand why they stay in me. I'll do what I want, I'll do what I please. I'll do it again till I got what I need. Flipping smiles through the hornet's nest. Don't you understand I deserve the best? And I'll do what I want, I'll do what I please. I'll do it again till I got what I need. Try to stick this pin through a butterfly, 'cause I like all the pretty colors. It just fell apart, so I flung it in the fire to burn with all the others. 'Cause I never get it right. No, I never get it right. I keep swinging my head through a swarm of bees. I can't understand why they stay in me. And I'll do what I want, I'll do what I please. I'll do it again till I got what I need. Flipping smiles through the hornet's nest. Do you understand I deserve the best? Do you do what I want, I'll do what I please. I'll do it again till I got what I need. This time, get it right. This time, I'll get it right. It's gonna be this time, I'll get it right. Gotta let it be this time, I'll get it right. So I'm cutting that branch off the cherry tree, singing this will be my victory. I see them coming after me, and they're following me across the sea. And now they're stinging my friends and my family. honey on my table.
And see, that one's not actually either.
It's really not.
That's actually a post-hardcore song.
It's not.
Also, I really like Thrice.
So do I. that one being my favorite Thrice song. Getting into the actual education part here. The way he kind of throws his voice towards the end, that last more or less chorus is
Refrain.
It's not quite a refrain, but it's not quite a chorus either. Nor is it a bridge. Because the chords for that one change.
Right.
But that is actually extremely hard to do live. Because the key changes.
Right.
So you've got to change key at more or less the drop of a hat. And not only that, he is just about screaming it. You want to hear an actual emo song?
I bet we're gonna.
Yes, you are. So, this one is more pop punk than post-hardcore.
Well.
I
also mentioned this one last week.
I got your picture.
Yeah.
I'm coming with you, dear Maria. Count me in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle, and I'm the pen. When the lights go up, I wanna watch the way you take the stage by storm. The way you wrap those boys around your finger. Go on and play the leader, 'cause you know it's
We're not ready for you yet. Yeah, I was a little emo kid.
I can tell.
In case you weren't paying attention, yeah, I know every word to that damn song.
Um, so the same thing you were talking about with Black Honey, towards the end, the key change, the belting lyrics, right?
Yes,
And it's a subtle key change because it's just a slight lift.
yes. Which actually, more than a couple of these do that.
It is sort of a hallmark of the genre.
It is.
It's part of what helps define specifically emo.
If I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd have, well, 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Obviously, I have used that more than twice.
I had a nickel for every time we made this reference.
I'd have, well, 3 nickels now, which still isn't a lot.
But we've already played thrice.
Ah, shit. Should have put that further down the list.
Yep.
So, last night, I'm watching Welcome to Derry, getting drunk, celebrating my birthday. And I get a message on Discord. Ooh, can we throw Yellow Card in there? I had kind of already planned on making an Emo Night. You can't really have Emo Night without Yellow Card. Come on now.
Yep. This song's not emo. It's
No, the other Yellow Card song very much is, though.
okay.
I had intended on putting this one on there. And then when I was going through, I saw the other one. I'm like, that one's kind of a better fit. I do like both songs.
There's a place off Ocean Avenue where I used to sit and talk with you. We were both 16 and it felt so right. Sleeping all day, staying up all night. Staying up all night. There's a place on the corner of Cherry Street. We would walk on the beach in our bare feet. We were both 18 and it felt so right. Sleeping all day, staying up all night. Staying up all night. If I could find you now, things would get better. We should leave this town and run forever. Let your waves crash down on me and take me away, yeah. There's a piece of you that's here with me. It's everywhere I go, it's everything I see. When I sleep, I dream and it gets me by. I can make believe that you're here tonight. That you're here tonight. If I could find you now, things would get better. We should leave this town and run forever. I know somewhere we'll be together. Let your waves crash down on me and take me away, yeah.
So, when I was in high school, so this was in Tucson, I dated a girl who went to a school that was on Cherry Street. But we weren't walking on the beach because it was, I mean, Tucson. You don't want to.
He's on.
Yeah, no. You want to get stung by
Maybe you don't
scorpions?
want airplane.
You want to get stung by scorpions? Because that's how you get stung by scorpions. That I know she's probably not watching it, but Missy, I remember. Anyway, that song was on my I feel old iPod while I was biking all the way across Tucson.
Oh, I probably still have mine sitting over here somewhere.
So, for any younger folks who might be watching, before there was an iPhone, there was an iPod. It was just an MP3 player. And there was a little overlap. I mean, there was the iPod Touch, that's what I had. And I did find a way to make phone calls on it, but do you have an original iPod?
No. I have. No idea what it is. That's what I got. That package.
Oh, that's the Shuffle.
Yeah.
that the Shuffle was when everything needed to be small. Nowadays, everything's getting bigger.
Yeah.
We're just a couple years away from another Nokia brick smartphone.
Nope. It's here somewhere, but I can't find it. I like the Shuffle because it was well, small, compact, right? And didn't involve a whole lot of stuff for me to mess around with. Literally, I could put in headphones and press play. Turn it on to either straight or shuffle, and press play, and I'm good.
That's fair. That being said, the Touch was the one that I liked. I also filled that thing with music. Because, that was also the days of LimeWire.
My
not that
Shuffle with only
not
2 gigs of
not that
space
I
on
would
it.
have
Yeah.
not that I would have used LimeWire. That's piracy, and piracy is bad. You wouldn't steal a car, would you?
Well, if you have a Tesla and you didn't get that specific update, you might actually need to download updates and drivers for your car.
Which is fucking ridiculous. That's why I like older cars. The one that I sold last week was a 95. The one that I need to make a phone call to replace. Oh, it gets better. The one I need to make a phone call about so I can replace the 95 it's a W123 chassis, which means it's anywhere from 87 or 77 to 87. And it's a turbo diesel. I've got a Mercedes guy. I give him a phone call, say, hey, kind of need a car. And he goes, let me see what I've got for you. The car I had before the one I sold.
New car? I know a guy.
Hey, I know a guy. Where did the car come from? Fell off a truck. Don't worry about it. Oh, wait. No, that's your part of the country. Wasn't The Sopranos based in Jersey?
Yeah, the other end of it, but
That's beside the point. No, I've also had a 90 and a 92 Mercedes. Those were both 124 chassis. I've got a Mercedes guy. Some joke that leads into the next song. I can't think of one. Also another emo song.
You've got this new head filled up with smoke, and I got my veins all tangled close to the jukebox bars you frequent, the safest place to hide. A long night spent with your most obvious weakness, you start shaking at the thought. You are everything I want, 'cause you are everything I'm not. And we like together just now, too close, too close. Close is, and we like together just now, too close, too close. I just wanna break you down so badly. We like to ruin everything you say. I just wanna break you down so badly. In the worst way. My inarticulate store-bought hangover hobby kit, it's hot. And it says you are so cool. Sister shaped across the bed. You are red, violent red. You hollow out my hungry eyes. You hollow out my hungry eyes. And we like together just now, too close, too close. We like together just now, too close, too close. I just wanna break you down so badly. We like to ruin everything you say. Well, I just wanna break you down so badly. In the worst way. I just wanna break you down so badly. We like to ruin everything you say. I just wanna break you down so badly. In the worst way. I'm gonna make damn sure that you can't ever leave. No, you won't ever get too far from me. You won't ever get too far from me. I'll make damn sure that you can't ever leave. No, you won't ever get too far from me. You won't ever get too far from me. You won't ever get too far from me. You won't ever get too far. I just wanna break you down so badly. We like to ruin everything you say. I just wanna break you down so badly. In the worst way.
So I know a guy, or knew a guy. I haven't spoken to him in a while. Who would listen to that song and say, "See, they were telling us about COVID." Dude, that song came out in like 2006. That song came out in 2006. Exactly. They were talking about COVID way before it happened. Okay, you need to stop smoking go outside, touch grass.
Not the kind you smoke.
Clearly, somebody had laced his damn weed. The song came out in 2006.
Right, but I just want to break you down so badly in the worst way has nothing to do with
It
an
no.
arguably engineered virus.
It,
It's not at all what's going on there.
no. Well, what he was focusing in on is the beginning of the song. Where is it?
Out my veins all tangled close to the jukebox bars you. A long night spent with your most obvious weakness. You start shaking at the thought. You are everything I want. 'Cause you are everything I'm not. And we let
You know, he couldn't finish the lyrics.
just now. Too close, close in.
Shut up. We'll come back to you. We like to gather closely, just not too close. That's what he was talking about. And it's like, no,
Well,
no, stop, no.
yeah, that's a stretch. That's
That's almost as
that's a stretch not even Reed Richards can make.
that's almost as big a stretch as, oh, this guy ate a bat. I almost kept a straight face. So the next one is one that you suggested.
Yes.
Cook your food, people.
Keeping in
Cook
the
your
vein-
food.
There's nothing wrong with a medium rare steak.
I plan on cooking some medium rare steaks earlier or later. Holy shit. Maybe I should stop drinking. Or drink more.
All
I
right,
don't
Rich
know.
Ed. Every photo of you is a photo of you when you were younger. Hey man, here's a picture of me when I was older. You son of a bitch, let me see that camera.
So, did you hear about this car that runs on water? Like you put water in the gas tank instead of gasoline. It's a That 70s show joke.
I mean,
It's a That 70s show joke.
that's not exactly how it works, but okay.
Well, that's the joke from That 70s show. It's a joke by a character who I'm not going to mention.
Lie, isn't it?
No, it's actually Hyde. Evidently, he's a bastard.
Yeah. You know, and this would have been the perfect segue into some At the Drive-In if you had put At the Drive-In on the list.
You told me not to.
Post-hardcore night. I told you to put. Yes, I did.
Yes, and then you said,
you
but
didn't.
that's not emo.
Yes, because I was under the impression that you were doing post-hardcore because that's how you build it, and that's what sold me.
I mentioned All Time Low. You know what's not post-hardcore? All Time Low.
Technically, all emo is post-hardcore.
But not all post-hardcore is emo.
Right.
So this next one, which is actually one of your suggestions, is it emo?
No, it's post-hardcore.
I'm not familiar with this band, so by all means, what is it?
Actually, I'm not as familiar with this band either. Um, but I've had several friends who enjoy the music, and so that's where my exposure to it comes from, right? Um, so I'm not sure if I know this one.
So, in other words, you don't know. Play the damn song.
Let's find out. Music discovery, everybody, we're back.
We've always been music discovery.
So make sure you laugh like you've never been hurt. And when you dance, dance like there's no one watching you. You can waste your time. You can spend your life. Don't forget what's right. It's all the fashion. It's a world class right now. Something when I drop with you. Cause this shit's not about pants, and this shit's not about shirts, and this shit's definitely not about hair. Guys, having a good fucking time. Maybe music isn't dead. Maybe music isn't dead. Maybe we all just forgot what it fucking sounded like. You can waste your time. You can spend your life. Don't forget what's right. It's all the fashion. It's a world can't take you down. It's something when I talk with you. My greatest gift to you is a dance floor free from insecurity. From your lies.
Alright, so first things first. I can dig it. Second,
Okay.
we get to jump into educational mode again. If you're an artist that does screams and growls, learn mic spacing. You picked up on that too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, if you're doing growls, you want to have the microphone real close. If you're doing screams, you want to give yourself a little
It needs to move
space.
back. Yeah.
Most vocalists, at least for this genre, don't use a mic stand. If they do, they use it as a weapon. We'll get to that. That's the next song on the list. So you got to learn how to move the microphone to accommodate what you're doing. 9 times out of 10, when I'm singing, the microphone is right about where it's at now, if not a little bit closer. However, if I'm playing, say, Wicked Game, Then, towards the end of the song, I get just a little bit of space on that microphone because I'm singing real loud. The other one that I do that with is Simple Man.
Yeah.
I do it like Shinedown,
To
not
do this properly,
Skinner.
you have to.
It,
Well, either way,
yeah, because Shinedown
to
really
do
kind
it
of
properly,
follows.
you have.
Yeah. So the next one is Escape the Fate. Escape the Fate has had 2 vocalists. The first one,
Did we say who the last band was? I don't think we actually said the name of the last band.
no,
It's Alex is on Fire.
yeah.
Um,
So the next one is Escape the Fate. They've had 2 vocalists. Because of that, they actually have 2 songs on the list. Yes, I could have taken one of those spots and put like Fall Out Boy or Panic at the Disco or Offspring on the list. But
or at the drive-in.
we can always do a part 2. For the record, I'm pretty sure me and Cole both saw your comment at the same time, Mom. I wonder why it sounds like your kids arguing. At least we're arguing,
There's a
not
fate
fist
between us
fighting.
two.
Granted, if you and I were fist fighting right now, that would actually be kind of amazing.
That would in fact be a bigger stretch than this guy ate a bat.
Yes. Anyway, my microphone comment, mic stand comment before, Ronnie got in trouble because he, which would be the vocalist for this song, he, got a little hyped and threw a mic stand into the crowd and may or may not have injured somebody. Doesn't matter how hyped you get, please don't throw mic stands into the crowd.
Don't throw the mic stand.
And also, because for whatever reason, whenever his name gets mentioned, it ends up something that he watches. Hi, Ronnie. Actually a fan.
So, in the vein of throwing things into the crowd, I've told you about the Gogol Bordello show that I went to.
Yeah. You may have told us about that on an episode that you can watch on the channel.
Indeed, I probably did because it's a fantastic story. I'm gonna dare say that throwing the drum, like throwing a marching drum, bass drum into the crowd, is way more fun than throwing a mic stand into the crowd.
Well, at least people know how to. At least people can see that coming and can
Deal with
dodge
that
it.
one. Oh no, they didn't dodge it; they caught it.
Mic stand is much harder to catch.
Yeah.
And by injured,
you can dodge a mic stand, you can dodge a ball.
dated movie reference. We are related. That may have been Music Monday number 6. It wasn't even Scotch and songs back then. But that video is live on the channel. You can go and watch it. Please do. Give it a like. Give it a comment. Like you should be doing with this one.
Also, scan the QR code.
It's over there to you.
Gosh. It is over there to me. That QR code.
Yeah. Whatever QR code he's pointing at down here doesn't exist. Don't scan that one. So, I am actually a fan of Escape the Fate. I like both vocalists. Granted, the other Escape the Fate song was my first Escape the Fate song, which is why I'm a fan of both vocalists. He's not even paying attention right now.
Fuck you, you're not going outside.
You see, I start
He's trying to
talking.
escape.
You see,
At the fate. It's escape.
Yes, he's trying to escape the fate of being a house pet. By the way, you had him up, and I had to look around. Ooh, where is Stratocaster? She was up underneath the drum. Anyway, as I was saying, you see, I start talking about something I like, and he just kind of looks away. He's not paying attention to me. You see what I put up with?
It's not at all the case. You apparently can't hear how vocal my cat is being.
No, we cannot. He can't even show up for Scotch and songs on time. I gotta spend 5 minutes stalling for him. Fucking
Yeah,
basis,
and then he says
man.
my name, and suddenly I appear.
Yeah.
I have rules I have to follow.
You'll have to watch that one back, because it is kind of funny how quickly you popped on when I said that. Anyway, I'm a fan of Escape the Fate. This is another one I kind of know all the words to.
Take this down a notch. Crash my car through your window. Sitting in this room playing Russian roulette. Finger of the trigger to my dear Julia. Out from the window, see her backdrop silhouette. This blood on my hands is something I cannot forget. Sitting in this room playing Russian roulette. Finger of the trigger to my dear Julia.
So, I happen to have that particular vocalist on the list. Guess when his birthday is?
Um, I'm gonna assume that it's some significant overlap with uh somebody else who's important. So, what does he
Uh,
share your birthday?
no.
Oh, okay.
It happens to
Does he
be.
share my birthday?
No. Let me speak. It happens to be December 15th.
Oh, okay.
So,
Which is
next Monday.
for now.
Next Monday. Guess what we're doing next Monday?
See, he keeps changing the calendar on me, but I can't disagree with him on this one. Uh, because of, obvious reasons. So we doing TSO on the 22nd?
I thought we were taking the 22nd off.
Okay.
I thought you had to go to church.
Right. I was trying to suggest a band in saying that.
Oh. You should have been more clear about that.
And I was just being, cryptic about it.
Cryptic does not always work with me. Clearly. I thought we were going to take the 22nd off because you had to go to church. I may or may not have volunteered myself to work on the 22nd because of that. Possibly. I don't know yet. Anyway, the 22nd, I did not intend for a Scotch and Songs podcast. Yeah, we could do TSO on the 22nd, assuming I don't now have to work.
Well, find yourself at work and I'm taking vacation that week, so I have literally all night.
Oh. But no, we'll cover Mr. Ronnie. We'll cover Mr. Ronnie Radke next Monday. And again, he actually does Twitch streaming.
Oh, neat.
So, if I was to tag him in this video, he might pop in. Mr. Radke, if you happen to be watching, we would love for you to join us. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a way you can do it. Send me a message on Twitch. I will get you into the Discord. I would love to have you go over your music with us.
It
would be a Scotch and Songs first.
Yeah, that's certainly a take that
I'm
I
sure
think would be fun.
I'm sure I could find a way to make that happen. I intend on trying. The next song on the list. Are you familiar at all with the Day to Remember?
Yes, but it's been a while.
I like A Day to Remember. It's been a while for me too. I'm not entirely sure if they fit into the post-hardcore. They may be more pop-punk. This particular song is very emo.
I'm
This is
noticing
all
a trend.
Yes. This is also another one that I can play. I don't play it. Requires 2 vocalists.
And hey, darling, I hope you're good tonight. And I know you don't feel right when I'm leaving. Yeah, I want it, but no, I don't need it. Tell me something sweet to get me by. 'Cause I can't come back home till they're singing la, 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 la. Till everyone is singing. If you can wait till I get home, then I swear to you that we can make this last. If you can wait till I get home, then I swear come tomorrow this will all be in the past. Well, it might be for the best. And hey, sweetie, well, I need you here tonight. And I know that you don't wanna be leaving me. Yeah, you want it, but I can't help it. I just feel complete when you're by my side. But I know you can't come home till they're singing la, 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 la. Till everyone is singing la, 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 la. If you can wait till I get home, then I swear to you that we can make this last. If you can wait till I get home, then I swear come tomorrow this will all be in the past. Well, it might be for the best. You know you can't give me what I need, and even though it means so much to me, I can't wait through everything. Is this really happening? I swear I'll never be happy again. It's what you dance so we can just be friends. I'm not some boy that you can sway. We knew it happen eventually. Now everybody's singing la, 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 la. Now everybody's singing la. If you can wait till I get home, everybody's singing la. Then I swear we can make this right. Now everybody's singing la, la, la. If you can wait till I get home, now everybody's singing la, la. Then I swear we can make this right. Now everybody's singing la.
You can see why I would need 2 vocalists.
Yep. Yep.
That I think that is actually a really good duet.
Yeah, as soon as it started playing, I remembered that one.
Yeah. So that was a day to remember. That was off Homesick. My friends when I was in high school kind of passed that album around. There are great songs on that particular album. I just only picked one, but Downfall of Us All was off of Homesick. if I'm not mistaken, A Day to Remember still tours, still puts out music. To be fair, a lot of these bands still put out music. Yeah, they had an album
It's
put out
just,
this year.
yeah.
Ooh, that's another good one. What Separates Me From You is another good album. Hmm.
Well, it looks like they've remained pretty steadily busy there.
For the most part, granted, their heyday was between 06 and like 2010.
That was the big heyday of emo.
Yes, it was. Which is something that we haven't talked about yet, actually.
Um, whereas as a general genre, post-hardcore in all its formats has been relevant since the early 80s. Um, there are, uh, as with every genre of music, uh, splinters and subgenres that, come and go in popularity, which will lead to influence other aspects of music, both within the main branch and elsewhere in related branches, and sometimes in completely different, uh, unexpected areas of music. Um,
The the emo heyday was between about 06 and 2012, maybe
I,
2013, or around there.
I might say a little bit before '06. Um, I remember when I was in high school, it wasn't quite emo yet, but the foundations were becoming apparent.
Yes. Granted,
So, early aughts.
I didn't really start getting into it until like 2010 or so. So it was like right at the tail end. The 2000s were just a wild time.
And I mean, that said, your time frame there of like '06, '10, right? The late aughts. Um, yes, emo was definitely full out then.
Yes.
Because I remember being in college and making fun of the emo kids.
You would have been making fun of me.
Oh, hey, look at that. Happy birthday, little brother.
Right? um you would have been making fun of me, but that's okay because I make fun of me. I I say I was a little emo kid. That's not entirely true. Granted, yes, in high school I hung out with the emo kids, but all the metal kids kind of hung out together. So we had straight metalheads, the emo kids. We all kind of
Yeah.
grouped together. I didn't necessarily fit into any particular clique because I'm weird.
We are brothers.
Very much so. So, Circa Survive. You said they're not
Yes.
emo. I will argue with you on that one.
Uh, okay, fine. Argue with me on that one. You know what I can tell you?
Huh.
They are local.
That
Well, to
is
me.
true. That is true. Because if I remember correctly, when we did Philly Night, which is an episode that you can watch, we did
And should.
feature and should. We did feature Circus Survive.
Yep.
Yeah.
In fact, Circus Survivor so local to me, they live in the same county.
Which is kind of cool. Do you know what artists are local to me right now?
You?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Um,
Ain't too many musicians coming out of Phillips County, Colorado.
but no, like Kate and her friends, well, I can't say all of them, but like Kate and some of her friends went to school with the vocalist from Circus Survive, right? Um,
Which I find to be kind of
you know the game 6 Degrees of Separation, right? I can make it about 3.
yeah, which I think is actually kind of cool. This one I would have to say might be my favorite Circus Survive song. I can think of two others. Oh fuck it, it's the entire album. I like this entire album.
It's the album.
This is off their first album, Blue Sky Noise, which I will argue is emo.
All right, well, let's let the audience judge. Is it emo? Is it post-hardcore? Is it just noise? Let us know.
It might be some Blue Sky Noise. The drum set's not hooked up to the DI right now, otherwise I would have gone over and did that. But to the I really think it's just us watching. To the audience, hey, you could be watching after the fact. If you think Circus Survive, or at least this particular album by Circus Survive, is emo, let us know in the comments.
Scratched out a note I wrote for you to waken me and know that I was there once. I knew that there was nothing I could write to assure you of my return. All the paper said when I was done is due. Do you still want me? 'Cause I'd be terrified if I leave this place today. We haven't saved the baby. As I said, my darling, spring is constantly calling me. And there's no place that I'd rather be. I won't be angry if you same amount of love it takes to get you through. But it never moves you. I'd be terrified if I had to leave this place today. It's where I threw my love away. Then we saw a different side of Annie nobody saw. She tried to kill the baby. The earth in its skin will open up and birth out a perfect mirror that makes all our reflections clear. I won't be angry if you have to leave, but I won't be waiting for that day. So don't say you're sorry, 'cause I won't believe, I won't believe you.
Congratulations, you found another song that I actually happened to play.
It's not emo.
We'll let the comments decide that one.
I'm just the way I'm looking at it, it's not emo.
So I was going to an open mic, different open mic than usual, and I was talking to the guy that was hosting, Austin, and he mentioned that he liked Circus Survive, and I said, "Huh, I may or may not have the chords for a Circus Survive song," and he goes, "Really? Would you play it?" Oh God, it was Spirit of the Stairwell, and I managed to find the chords, and I butchered that song. Again, not an easy song to sing. I got through it, fucking barely. Not easy. He has a very high voice. At least compared to me.
It's fair. It's
The next two are actually ones that you recommended.
yes. Again, going on the postcard for route, right?
One of these you suggested after I probably should have filled you in sooner on that one. That's my bad. I had told you it was Emo Night.
Yes. But if you look at the rest of my list, um, you know, I was leaning hard onto the not specifically emo.
That's fair.
Um, and that was also where the, you know, 13th hour suggestion of, you know, the last one on the list came in. Um, that's probably going to be a bit more punk, but it should be indicative of where the genre came from.
Which one, Finch or Fugazi?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to
Um,
skip Finch then? Save it for an actual post-hardcore night?
no, because I like Finch.
Okay, works for me. Granted, not every song that we have played tonight has necessarily been emo. There's one that is up for debate. I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring and say Blue Sky Noise is a very emo album. However, would you say that all of these have been post-hardcore? Except for like maybe one.
Yes. Except for maybe
Maybe
one.
two.
Okay, yes.
Maybe two. I don't think The Cure is post-hardcore, but they are certainly emo.
Right. I mean, they're it's the bridge between goth and emo.
Yes. That is accurate. That they were emo before emo was emo.
Right.
If that made sense to you, I'm sorry.
If you know, you know.
Oh god. The 2000s were fucking wild, man. So we'll go ahead and play Finch. We're gonna run over our time a little bit if that's okay.
We're probably going over a time limit. Hey, you know what would be fun? A To Kill a Mockingbird tour, headlined by bands Atticus and Finch.
I'm not sure of. I see what you did there. I'm not sure of a band named Atticus. I know an Attila. Is that close enough?
No.
Sorry. I can dig it.
This album is actually a definitely worthwhile listen. The album is What It Is to Burn. The best known single is the eponymous.
Yeah, we're definitely brothers. You kind of read my mind with that one. I was gonna say, well, what album would that be, Cole? Got to it before I could. All right, next song. We are running a little short on time, and by that I mean we're already
Okay.
over time.
So in laying out post-hardcore as a genre, like I mentioned earlier, it came from, remnants of the hardcore punk scene, but the Washington, D.C. band Fugazi made what might be the quintessential post-hardcore album. It basically, I don't want to say defines the genre, but is, incredibly influential in everything that followed.
Okay, are you familiar with this particular song?
Nope.
It's off the album that you suggested.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't actually know that much Fugazi. So
Yeah.
First off, look at this. Cole suggested a song that was under 10 minutes.
Hey!
Second, that bass line's really damn catchy. I mean, it doesn't sound all that complicated, but it's real damn catchy.
Yep.
That's gonna be stuck in my head later. I like the very first line. Song number 1 is not a fuck you song.
I said that patent on later on.
That is great.
I mean, great way to open up.
I can see why you would say that's kind of the beginning of post-hardcore, or it led to it. It's very punk.
It is very punk.
That being said, most punk songs are fuck you songs.
And this is why they had to state that song number 1 is not one of those.
What's next, Cole?
Next, we're gonna reprise Yellow Card, and then Escape the Fate, and then go to bed.
Yes.
'Cause I have work in the morning.
Yes. So, while the last Yellow Card song could be argued as really not all that emo, this one kind of is. You gonna disagree with me on that one too?
Nah, I don't think so.
That one is definitely emo. All right. So, the next song would be the song that was introduced to me as Escape the Fate. There is another vocalist. I'm not going to tell you who it is. I'm going to see if you can guess who it is. I'm going to give you some hints early on. Early 2000s. Not necessarily radio rock. They had a few songs on the radio. They were heavily censored. And also has a very distinctive voice. And
Okay.
now that I think about it, should probably be on the list. And by that I mean I'm going to put them on the list during this song. All right, so who is it?
I honestly don't know.
Did you at least recognize the voice? You just can't place it.
I'd say that's a fair assessment.
Well, he's not singing about how he's lit up again.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down, but okay.
And I am sorry that you didn't pick it up right away. These are both hints. Nothing?
Nothing.
Ooh. See if I can find some other. You're not giving me any good hints. There we go. I don't expect you to know the name of the vocalist. The band, however, yes. That being said, there's the first album. First album came out in '99. Singles were Lit Up, For the Movies, Dead Again, and Check Your Head.
Nope.
I know them from their third studio album, released in '05. Singles were That One's Too Easy. Not going to tell you that one. Next to You, Everything, Broken Glass, which is a great song, and Sorry.
I'm complete with.
I don't expect you to know the name of the vocalist, so I'll say Josh Todd.
Okay, nope.
It's Buck Cherry.
Wow.
I gave you enough hints.
And the one that you didn't say was the only one that I would have known.
That would have been too easy. Yeah, Crazy Bitch.
It would have been, yeah.
Which my heavily Christian, innocent ex-wife thought was her theme song. Come to find out. Ha. But
But so that explains why I recognized the voice, but could not place who or where from.
yes. Mind you, it also doesn't say featuring Josh Todd. That is his voice.
Yeah.
If I had played the music video, you would have recognized him. Because he is in the music video.
I might not. I've spent a good chunk of time trying to avoid and ignore Buck Cherry. Specifically because of that one song.
If we do a Buck Cherry night, I gotta level with you. That song is not gonna be on it because it's really not a great song.
And I've known too many people who were the type to think that, oh yeah, that's my song. Why? Because the name of the song is Crazy Bitch?
Huh. We might actually be brothers. Are you also colorblind when it comes to red flags?
No.
But my roommate makes fun of me because I am. In fact, I think the joke I made last night is, you can fix her. No, you can't.
No, you can't.
Mom says she likes it. I like Buck Cherry. That particular song, not so much.
It's not good.
From a musical standpoint, it's not good. They have better songs. We do a Buck Cherry night, which is on the list, so we will eventually get to them. That song won't be on there. That being said, Buck Cherry is very much edgy radio rock.
Yeah.
They're edgy Nickelback. I also kind of
They're
like
edgy
Nickelback.
Nickelback.
I
Yeah.
also do like Nickelback. I'm not afraid to admit that. You shouldn't be either. Admit, you actually do kind of like Nickelback. At least, Silver Side Up through for all the right reasons.
Silver Side Up is not a bad album.
That's it.
Animals is catchy.
That's it. Podcast is
It,
done. We got Cole to admit he likes a Nickelback album.
I said it's not a bad album.
Close enough.
I was gifted that album.
Well, Cole, we all just want to be big rock stars, live in hilltop mansions, driving 15 cars.
I mean, at once. That sounds hard.
The girls come easy, the drugs come cheap. I can't remember the rest
Well,
of that
seriously,
song.
because we just won't eat.
Yeah.
Listen, I've got an objection, just not eating.
I am a foodie. I like to eat.
Yeah.
I like to cook.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like to eat, but I do like to cook.
Don't trust a chef that doesn't taste their own cooking.
Yes. Speaking of cooking, so I started doing meal prep because I work at a gas station that sells fried chicken. I wasn't feeling all that great about eating that much fried chicken. So I
It's
went
a
on.
fair assessment.
Yeah. And it wasn't even just the chicken, it was our fryer snacks. And I wasn't feeling great. Everything is heavy. So I went on Amazon. I got some little containers that were actually only about that big. And I've started doing meal prep. So, like chicken and rice. Or I made pasta sauce a couple weeks ago now. So, for an entire week, I had penne rigata and homemade pasta sauce and grabbed a couple extra steaks so that I can do steak and rice.
Good idea.
Meal prep. High protein.
Way cheaper.
Way cheaper. Personally, high protein. I like rice. It's cheap. It's filling. It's good for you. The good for you part is kind of, it can be argued, but I say it's good for you, so it's good for you. This week will be steak. I might have to grab some chicken and do chicken again next week. Grab some tuna, do ahi poke. The main thing is high protein.
Right.
And relatively light.
Well, and simple carbs help with that.
Yes. Rice being a simple carb.
Yep.
Granted, when I do my steak dinner later, I'm doing mashed potatoes. I'm not putting the mashed potatoes into the meal prep because mashed potatoes are heavy. Potatoes in general, heavy. You just got done with Thanksgiving dinner. Do you know why you feel like crap?
Starch. Complex
Starches.
starches.
Complex starches. Potatoes. Bread. It's not tryptophan. It's almost everything that you ate was heavy.
Mac and cheese.
Also, kind of, depending on if you're eating just a little bit of mac and cheese, fine. But tends to be kind of heavy.
Yeah.
Pasta in general tends to be kind of heavy. But I made like a half gallon of pasta sauce. There was no way I wasn't taking penne ricotta
Oh,
to
yeah.
work.
But then you can freeze or can the rest of it.
Oh no, it was only a half gallon. For the record, I don't do ketchup and noodles. I also don't do jarred sauce. I make pasta sauce. I cheat a little bit. I don't go straight from tomato. I could. I just don't.
Right. We grew Romas this year specifically for that purpose.
A little jealous.
I did not make nearly as much sauce as what I intended and expected to.
Well, I don't have
We had
a I don't have a food processor, which traditionally you don't use a food processor. However, I'm a lazy American. I'm going to use a food processor. I don't have one. But I do get stewed tomatoes, and I cook those down till they're nice and mushy. And then I throw just plain Hunt's tomato sauce, like 3-4 cans in, some tomato paste, make it a little thicker. I do all my veggies, bell pepper, onion, garlic. And the last one was like a 12-hour sauce. It sat on the stove for 12 hours. And I also throw in some Italian sausage and ground beef. The longer that sauce cooks, the better it is. And then after it's cooked, you leave it in the fridge, and all those flavors kind of commingle and change. And oof, that is some
Yep.
good shit.
Now it's even better when you're using fresh herbs.
I wish I could, but yes. A little oregano, a little basil. Throw some rosemary in there, a little bit of thyme, bay leaves.
Nope. Bay is the only one of those I'm not growing.
Bay.
Bay is the only one I'm not growing. Yep.
I'm also a little weird, and I throw a little bit of sage in there.
I'm also growing that.
I Cherokee Irish. I love sage. I've actually got a couple of sage incense back there that I'm more than likely going to end up lighting one of those. The
All right.
smell
Well,
of sage reminds me of childhood. I know Cole's got
all
to
right.
take off, and I'm
Yeah,
rambling.
Yep. Sorry. It's real late now.
We will catch you next week on Scotch and Songs. We'll be covering Mr. Ronnie Radke. Considering it's his birthday, I mean, it makes sense. I may or may not have sent him a message on Twitch. We'll see if he gets back to me. if he actually responds. Be kind of cool if he did. And
That would be pretty cool.
hopefully we can talk him into joining us for a Scotch and Songs episode. I think it would actually be really cool if we went through an artist with the artist in the chat with us.
Yes.
He could tell us, oh, I love this song. Not a fan of this one.
So this funny thing happened in the studio.
That very much, yes. That's kind of the thing I'm hoping for. That being said, again, also a Twitch streamer, so there's a good chance he'll respond and might join us, and cross your fingers and toes if that's what you're into. And we will catch you